What's up, everybody? My name's Ian from ESR Wheels. We're back with another episode of Wheel Talk. Welcome back again, everyone. Today at ESR Wheels, we would like to officially announce our brand new lineup of wheels we are dubbing the Apex Series. It is a performance-minded, track-style look wheel that's going to be a part of our Forge Tech series of wheels. In the near future, we're going to be giving you another Wheel Talk episode going over the finer details of what Forge Tech is, the technology behind it. But for this episode, the basics, it's a combining of cast and forge technology. It's going to give you a lighter, stronger, and stiffer wheel compared to the cast counterparts that we also offer. It is a little bit more expensive, but you are getting the performance for your dollar out of our Forge Tech series. This new Apex series of wheels is going to give you the quality, performance, and race car aesthetic look you're trying to get from your car. It's going to come in 3 new designs: the Apex 5, the Apex 6, and the Apex 8. When developing a new lineup of wheels here at ESR, we want to try to give everyone an option in terms of design, while still sticking to our original design language of the new lineup. For this new lineup of the Apex series, our design language is a monoblock track style wheel focused around performance. As I listed in the beginning of the video, there are 3 new Apex designs. Up here on the table with me is our Apex 5. It's a brand new 5-spoke style wheel we developed in reminiscence of our LP5 forged 3-piece design and our ES5 forged 3-piece design. It's really a combination of both those wheels, where we're using the smooth contouring, swooping lines of the LP5 combined with the inner bowl pattern and slightly wider star-shaped 5-spoke style of the ES5. The Apex 5 has a very deep lip with a semi-concave profile, giving you a very modernized but classic 5-spoke look. Don't worry, there are a couple other details and features of this wheel we're gonna go over with all the wheels up here, because they all share these same features and details that really bring them together. But on to the next wheel is our Apex 6. And here is the new Apex 6. The Apex 6 is going to be a very special wheel for us here at ESR because it is going to replace our SR07 replica cast wheel. Over the last few years, we have seen a change in ownership here at ESR, and there's been a goal to extinguish all of our replica wheels. So SR07 is just next up on that line. The SR07 was a replica of the TE37. We don't want to sell replica wheels anymore. We want to give you something original to ESR. Although we are discontinuing the SR07 and replacing it with our new Apex 6, we don't take discontinuing wheels lightly. We want to try to replace it with a wheel that's going to fill in that gap that is going to be left from the discontinued wheel. So here with the Apex 6, we wanted to keep that 6-spoke design, but embellish a couple of our newer features that we add to our more current lineups of wheels. Between the Apex 6 and the SR07, we made some distinct changes in design that really made it our own, while keeping that classic 6-spoke silhouette. Taking a look at the SR07, we can see there's a lot of harsh edges. The design of the spokes is kind of bulky and blocky, and there's a lot harsher contours to the design of that wheel. We wanted to keep the 6-spoke silhouette, but emphasize our new design language in the Apex series. We made that design language present in the Apex 6 by adding the swooping contouring ball cuts on the sides of the spokes. We thinned out the spoke silhouette of the 6 spokes overall to give it a more lighter, more performance look over the blockier, more edgy SR07. We also made changes to the inner lug area of the wheel, where we added our signature front lug hub pocketing pattern that goes around the lugs and gives you a lighter wheel. We also made changes to the overall spoke silhouette of the design, where we thinned out the spokes, giving you a more lighter, more performance look to the wheel, less blocky and heavy than the SR07. We also made changes to the overall spoke profile of the Apex 6, where we were actually able to give you a more concave wheel than the SR07, and softening up some of the more jagged, harsh, blocky lines of the SR07. We smoothed out some of that profiling to give you a more elegant and light look to the wheel that coincides with the performance behind it. So with the new contouring secondary cuts, the new refined spoke silhouette, and the addition of our front lug hub pocketing, this wheel looks completely different than the SR07, and it's going to replace it very well, and we know you're going to love it. Now everyone, please, a moment of silence for the SR07.
In the arms of the angel.
We are sending it off to the discontinued list. It was real, it was fun, but it wasn't real fun. Now let's move on to the Apex 8. The Apex 8 is a direct adaptation from our CS8 wheel design. We took that design and plugged it into the new Apex profiling with our deep lip and semi-concave face. The Apex 8 is JDM Motorsport at its finest. If you are looking for a CS8 design with a deep lip semi-concave profile, the Apex 8 is what you're looking for. If the CS8 monoblock cast style wheel wasn't the look you were going for, but you love the design, the Apex 8 gives you that deep lip semi-concave profile that JDM Motorsport enthusiasts love. Now before we get into the finishes of these bad boys, let's go over some of the overarching features all these designs share that make it a part of the ForgeTech lineup and into a lineup of its own. With the Apex 8 being a direct adaptation of the CS8 into the new Apex profiling with our deep lip and semi-concave face, we are still carrying over the sweeping contour cuts on the side of the spoke, along with the lug front hub pocketing that shares across all of our Apex designs. Now before we get into the finishes and the sizes the new Apex series comes in, I want to go over some of the finer details and new features all these wheels will share across the lineup. I'm going to go ahead and grab the Apex 5 and show you those new features right now. All right, now relax, it's the Apex 5, don't worry. But the newest feature that we've never offered before on any ESR wheel is a knurled bead seat. This knurled bead seat is on each of the seats of the wheel, right on the inside of the inner flange. The new knurled bead seat feature is going to help counteract two things that happen to tires on high horsepower cars that are either drifting, tracking, or drag racing. Those two things are called tire walk and tire slippage or twisting. The tire walk is going to happen when the tire slips from the seat of the flange of the wheel, which can actually cause your tire to de-bead from your wheel, give you a flat, probably damage your wheel. You'll have to reseat the tire and air up to go again. But what this is going to do is keep your tire from slipping over that flange and de-beading. That rough texture really grips the tire and holds it in place. Tire slipping or twisting is something that happens when high horsepower cars drive really hard on the wheels and cause the tires to actually slip or move and twist from their original mounting position. You don't want that, because if that happens to the tire, you're going to see uneven wear and inconsistent grip when driving. For our drift guys and our drag guys, this is a must thing to have, and it has been soughtly requested from our pro drifters, Micah and Rome. The knurled bead seat is one of the more technical features we added to this wheel, so let's move on to some of the aesthetic features we added to the whole Apex lineup. Here on the Apex 5, you can easily see the new features we've added to the whole Apex lineup. The first is the CNC engraved ESR logo directly to the top of the spoke, our embellished ForgeTech logo around the outside edge of the design, our front lug hub pocketing around the lugs, and the swooping contour cuts that follow the whole outside edge of the spoke that follow into the register of the wheel. Now let's jump into the segment a lot of you technical guys are waiting for: the diameters, widths, and offsets the new Apex series comes in. Let's get all the wheels up here and take a look at them all. With all of our Apex now on display, let's get into the sizing. Apex is going to come in 18 or 19 inch diameters, with 18 inch diameters coming in 8.5, 9.5, and 10.5 widths, and the 19 inch diameters are going to come in an 8.5, 9.5, or our new 11 width. The majority of our clients that run our 19 by 10.5 width option wheels can afford to fit an 11 in the rear. And we know they want to, because that's going to give them a wider, more thicker series tire to put down more power and get more grip. The most beautiful thing about the new Apex series when it comes to sizing is that all diameters and widths are going to come in custom offsets. The 18 by 8.5 Apex series is going to come in a custom offset of -10 to +35 and be available in a standard +30 offset. This +30 offset is going to clear Ford Focus RS brakes. The 18 by 9.5 Apex series is going to come in a 35 offset or 22 offset with a range of custom offset from -10 to +35. That +35 is going to clear Brembo STI brakes. The widest width available for our 18-inch diameter Apex is going to be a 10.5 width. This 10.5 width is going to come in a single 22 offset with a custom offset range of -15 to +30. If you get a custom offset on the 18 by 10.5 Apex series of +15, that +15 offset is going to clear Mitsubishi Evo brakes. Moving on to the 19-inch diameter of the Apex series, our first width available is 8.5. The 8.5 width is going to come in a +30 single offset option with a custom offset range from -15 to +30. If you get the 19 by 8.5 +30 option, you will clear Audi S4 brakes. The middle width for our 19-inch diameter Apex series is going to be our 9.5. The 9.5 is going to come in a +35 or +22 offset with a custom offset range of -10 to +35. If you get the custom offset range of +35 or our standardized +35, you will clear Mustang GT brakes. The last and largest width available in our 19-inch diameter Apex series is the new 11 width. We normally bring 19-inch diameter wheels in a 10.5 width, but our clients that run that 10.5 width on a 19-inch diameter wheel, most of them can afford to run an 11 width. The 19 by 11 width option of our wheels are going to come in a single 22 offset with a custom offset range of -15 to +30. If you get the wheel in a 19 by 11 +22 offset option, you're going to clear Acupona brakes, the brakes that go on those G35s, G37s, the 350s, the 370s, the Q50s and Q60s. The 19 by 11 +22 offset option of the Apex series will clear those brakes. As you can see, the width and offset options available in the new Apex series are new to us. We wanted to reach a new market of people looking for that track style, aggressively spec'd wheel, and with the new Apex series, that's what you're gonna get. Aggressive spec, track style wheels. These are performance-based wheels, and we wanted the widths and offsets to reflect that. The last thing we'll cover with the Apex series is the finishes available in them. On my left-hand side, this Apex 8 has our Hyper Silver with machine lip finish. In the middle on our Apex 7 is our matte black with gloss black lip option. We debuted this finish on our CS12s. It was very well received, so we're super happy to be able to offer it on our new Apex series as well. On our right-hand side is our Apex 5 that has our matte bronze, matte machine lip finish. And just to be clear, all the Apex series comes in all three of these finish options. The three cap options we offer on our Apex series, the first that is standard to the Apex series is our Sudor carbon cap. It comes in a silver black, gold black, a red with silver, a red with gold, or red with black color option. The second option is our gel cap. The gel cap comes in so many colors I can't even list them or hold them all up here at once. We'll throw them up on screen, you could take a look. I know there's yellow, there's blue, there's green, there's magenta. It's endless. They come in gold or silver options, and some even come with black lettering. The third cap option for the Apex series is our real carbon cap. This cap is made of real carbon fiber. So if you get this cap option, it's truly gonna set off these wheels. And that was our new Apex series, our Apex 8, Apex 6, and Apex 5, available in all three of these finishes. We have worked tirelessly on these wheels to bring them to you, and for just as long, we've wanted to add to our Forge Tech lineup. We're adding features like knurled bead seeds to these wheels to give you the performance you are looking from them. This new lineup of wheels is one of the most popular we've had around the headquarters. Everyone is drooling over these wheels. They cannot wait to get their hands on them. They know that they're gonna perform for the dollar that they're spending on them. They're gonna be able to run their tires longer, run them faster and harder than any other wheel we offer at this moment. If you wanna take a look at our other Forge Tech wheels, that's a part of our RF lineup of wheels. We'll be adding to that soon in the future as well, so look out for that. In the meantime, follow us on Instagram to keep up with our daily activities. Give us a follow on TikTok where we make dope wheel videos that are gonna get you inspired to buy wheels, put them on your car, modify your car, or drive your car with your friends. It's a great place where we make content to inspire others. And lastly, give us a subscribe on YouTube and hit that notification bell so you know when the next video we post is up. And with that being said, I'm Ian with ESR Wheels, and that was another episode of Wheel Talk.